Fnatic, but the ability to play 1-4 later in the game as well.
All right, lots of options available to them, and the team comp is rounded out with kind of a Pride Stalker special. Not for a long time, and I can't think of any other example. Remember we said the party in the bottom lane, teleport's available for Fox if he wants to join. First blood secured onto Reckless. Roccat denied that opportunity. Jesus is the next target. He's tagged up, down to 100 HP. Pride Stalker flashes for the fear taste. And that's a double kill. That was interrupting the teleport. That means Soaz is not available for backup. Where's the minimap? The wall falls short. Ran out of funding apparently as Betsy couldn't complete it. Glacial Fisher comes down and buys a few seconds. While all that's going on, knock under the tower. Hjarn's able to flash to safety. Gets knocked over to the side. Caps coming in, holds on to the shockwave as the teleport's being channeled here from Foxy. That's a good Featherstorm from Hjarn to dodge the damage. Caps gets the first kill of the fight here for Fnatic.
They're ignoring it right now.
Well, I don't really know if that's overextending, but Hjarn gets caught out. Remember, he flashed earlier from that shockwave and Featherstorm combo. A lot of damage coming down. Hjarn's caught to stun onto Adid. The Fnatic faithful in Berlin go mad, and Reckless gets a double.
We talked so much about the vision and how you have to respect the fact that you can't see Fnatic, but look at Pride Stalker.
All right, fancies his chances, gets the flash out of Reckless. That's very important. Threaded volleys tagging along the back end of Boxer. Pride Stalker gets the isolated damage down onto Jesus. The Unbreakables blocking some. Pride Stalker flashes for the kill. Betsy not going to chase further, and man, Betsy's Talia this out. No, Fnatic are here just in time. The barrel splits up Roccat. They're caught in the pit. Ulti comes out from Hjarn and he's running for his life. Fnatic remain grouped up. Soaz is channeled on the back end, and Rift Herald is gift wrapped for Fnatic. Tower in the top lane going low. Soaz's Boomerang Blade will not find anyone, but the explosive charge sidesteps. Soaz continues to take tower damage, forced to flash away.
Oh!
Reckless isolated by Pride Stalker.
Roccat, they're able to get themselves a return kill because Fnatic stayed too long, and now Soaz is in trouble.
What dude's going for the solo kill, and he gets it. Nope, there's a support from Hjarn. Jesus is caught out as well, and Fnatic are completely undone. Push that mid lane. Ideally, you want the tower to be down as well. You can see Roccat, they're grouped up. They're going to force this teleport. Caps is the target. Defensive moves there from Wadid to get out of the shockwave. Roccat easily pick up a kill, although pull the trigger yet. We'll be able to get this 3,000 HP on Baron. It might be too late. Baron's down to 2,000. Soaz gets the boomerang.
Pride Stalker, what are you doing?
Stalker, Void Assault. He's looking for the tank. Almost gets chunked down by Soaz. Now the damage on return. Hjarn is the target. Reckless has already got Wadid. The barrel sends Hjarn away. Winter's Bite slows him down. Rocket jump forward. Reckless gets dunked though. That's a threaded volley to the face. So far, Rocket's Baron has been interrupted and they've lost.
They're going to rush it. They're going to rush it. The wall is there to zone the rest of Fnatic away. They got it.
All right, Baron secured by Roccat. What happens in the ensuing fight if there even is one? So always looking to
be so careful. Look at Reckless. Looking for a pick.
All right, Betsy got flash available. Does flash. Reckless insta follows. Gets charmed by the quickness. The shockwave comes out. Wadid's able to escape. Nobody dies yet. Here comes Pride Stalker. The Cataclysm down from Foxy. Reckless continues to wail away. Roccat now routed, running for their lives. Caps has killed Foxy, and that's 2 for Fnatic.
And this is another.
Right, because they've got less damage sources. A much better front line. All right, Featherstorm comes up from Hjarn, gets a 2-man route. Jesus is a target. He's forced to flash to safety. I didn't even see the engage. A great barrel from Broxa. That's 1. 2 for Reckless. Rocket jump to safety. Look at the shield. Looking for another. Command Protect bought some time. Triple kill. The Quadra available. GA's going to get popped, and Podger's not going to be secured.
Available for Faxi. He's not TPing yet, though.
Dude, that's being melted. Baron's already down to
Whoa!
Pride Stalker's hopped in. He's got a flash. Void Assault and flashes out. Weaver's wall comes down, and this is getting messy. The shenanigans are about. Blue team secure Nasha. Fnatic have it. The charm connects onto Soaz, and a flash goes in. Pride Stalker's looking for Reckless, but he's untouched. That's a double. The triple's available to him. Looking for more. Rocket jumps over the wall. A gigantic crit onto Hjarn's face. Gets stunned in place. Reckless not going to find his triple. Rocket jump to the reset to safety, putting a wall between him and Betsy. Foxy forced to run away. Fnatic get Baron and 4.
Beautiful use of the jumps from Reckless to get a convincing teamfight win over Roccat, who just looked lost once again. We talked about how they seem so convincing when they go towards the Baron, but for the second time this game, they just had no idea on how to fight Fnatic. They lose the Baron, they lose the fight, and they may very well just lose the game.
I think that's a safe call if ever I've heard one. Reckless gonna be pushing through onto the Nexus turret to the support of Fnatic, but Broxah unkilled this game. Reckless gets himself another as Fnatic turn to the Nexus. It was a close fight, but Fnatic secure first blood in the series against Roccat.
Ability that you have to roam around the map.
Ooh, that's a surprise.
That is a bit of a surprise.
So what do you make of Jhin?
So I think you can pick Jhin into very squishy...
This one's guaranteed. I'm calling it. It lands. Look at the threaded volley as well, and what did? Forced to flash. Is anything going to follow? Yes. Reckless with first blood. Damage rating advantage.
That's how you... Game point, which has got 2 items. And Hjarnan, well, he's on a Cogman. So now see a bit of action in mid.
Oh, where's the seismic shove? I don't know if that's on cooldown from Caps. Used to zone. Body slam comes out. Summoner heal and flash. Used by Betsy, no cleanse this time around. Proudstalker looking for Jaws of the Beast, finds it! And that's going to be first blood picked up onto Broxah for Roccat.
They wanted to give first blood over to Betsy, but the red buff ended up picking it up.
Caps finally uses the Weaver's Wall. The target is Foxy. Cataclysm comes down. Tower helping out for now. Soaz forced to hop out to safety, and Foxy stays alive a few seconds longer. Dragon secured by Roccat as Foxy flashes over the wall. The Caps follows suit.
And now you have...
Looking at the mini-map, here comes Betsy. Dark Sphere comes down, Force of Will, flash forward into the unleashed power.
Outplay!
And now all of a sudden Caps is here, throws out some threaded volleys.
But the thing is, it's really difficult for Roccat to try and force things when their Cogman is this low, but look at Betsy!
Well, Dark Binding catches him, Summoner heal by some time. Reckless just delaying that shot. Able to read the map, but Weaver's Wall comes down. That's going to lock Roccat.
They know.
Fnatic making their way forward. 2,000 hit points. Baron should be safe. If the smite comes down, Brightstalker, will you win it? Yes, he will. Deadly Flourish comes down from Reckless, and now Betsy unleashes power onto Broxah. He flashes away from the CC. Betsy gets caught out and dropped down by Reckless, who's on a killing spree. But Fnatic lose Baron, and they only get 1 kill in reply. Soaz trying to do some reply on the bottom, does so. That's Rift Herald being summoned. I wasn't quite sure what that was, or teleport. Couldn't see. Either way, Betsy gets chunked down by Caps. That threaded volley doing a lot of damage. Leandri's Torment chunking him down. And as it stands, Roccat backing away. This time the death sentence hits, but there's no damage, Vedius. There's no one to follow up. What did doesn't have the support of the rest of his team. And he's tagged by a bunch of skill shots before Jesus finally takes him out. Teleport comes down from Foxy. This is getting weird. Infinite Duress, not going to be able to lock down Caps. Jesus is going to get killed as the Soul Shackle stuns too. Now Pridestalker's running for his life. Soaz hops over Hjarnan's head, looking to get that Mega Gnar bar firing up. Hjarnan, no flash, remember. He's going to get rooted by a Deadly Flourish, and Reckless gets his 4th kill of the game.
Fnatic, they find... Pridestalker will get super tanky, but Fnatic, they're going to try and force things now.
All right, Lantern will get Betsy to safety. The teleport comes down from Soaz. Infinite Duress, I think, was dodged away from there by Caps. The barrel splits up Roccat. Reckless gets yet another kill. Wadid has shut down Caps, and all of a sudden, Reckless is down. Jesus, Broxah, Soaz trying to turn this around. The death sentence comes backwards, and Pridestalker, he can fight for days. So much healing in his kit. Eats a boulder to the face, and Fnatic
of the split, and they want to make that their last as the Baron is being kicked off by Fnatic.
All right, the seismic shove catches out Wadid. He's able to get the box down. Barrel not being focused yet by Fnatic. Teleport's available for Foxy. Do they decide to fight 4v5? They've lost their support. They've lost some of their peel. Betsy's coming in. Foxy TPing in north of the fight. Looking at the river. Fnatic want to try challenge. Great seismic shove, but it's Hjarnan. He's caught out, stunned out, not dead yet.
Whoa!
Just to take down Soaz. Hjarnan's still alive, but very, very low. Curtain is called. Foxy goes down. 2nd and 3rd shot tags. Pridestalker. Number 4 goes wide. Weaver's Wall comes out, and Caps manages to find Hjarnan. The Acafian surprise won't kill anyone today. And Fnatic go 1 for 2.
And Roccat looked
what to prioritize. All right, Dark Binding finds Hjarnan, gets caught by the shove, barreled backwards as well. Man, that chain CC is
confident. They're making their way over to the Baron. Faxi doesn't have TP, and there is a wall standing between Roccat and the Baron.
So good. Pridestalker's flashed in, not going to be able to pick it up with a smite. He managed to, or he decided to use the Infinite Duration Flash combo and base. We're smelling a 2-0. Remember, Hjarnan did not have the CS advantage. The win percentage down to 10%. Soaz gets caught out.
Utility, as we do see another fight potentially kicking off.
All right, Seismic Shot catches out what did once again. Faxi's gone all the way in. Where's the support? Pridestalker jumps in with the Infinite Duress. Forced to flash away. Reckless. Reckless is in trouble.
Look at Hjarnan!
It's gone down. Hjarnan is trying to bark his way down. His bite seems to hurt as well. Here comes Soaz in the back end. Elder Dragon's going to get secured by Roccat. Remember, Fnatic, not exactly the fastest of Baron teams, but they've got more than enough time. Trading Baron for Elder. What do you prefer and why? Go.
I much prefer the Baron.
Capped with the Weaver's Wall. He has the ability to close the gate on Roccat. The Lantern will pull Betsy forward, and Pridestalker is the current target. Infinite Duress is available to him as he gets caught by that fourth crit. Teleport coming down from Faxi. He's now backed away. Caps has closed the door. Faxi engaged with the flag and drag. Hjarnan moving forward. Flash and heal available to him. Soaz gets chunked down. He flashes to safety. Meganar up. Nobody's died. Seismic Shove tags onto Faxi. He flags and drags out. Deadly Flourish. Rooted. Flash. Binding. Still not dead. Death sentence onto Joseph. That's a two-man play. Caps flashes on the wall. Hjarnan's going forward. He hasn't got anyone yet.
He's still alive!
How is he still alive? Roccat get the one kill and they get away. Not yet. Hjarnan survives, 150 HP. Cabs with the threaded volleys.
Betsy, look at him!
Not gonna find the kill though. Threaded volley falling short.
Oh, the lantern!
Over the wall! How is nobody else dead?
But look, Fnatic, they have priority over mid. They have the Baron buff too. They're just gonna try and run it into the base of Roccat.
Thaddeus, the win condition. Whose 80 carry survives longer? What if both 80 carries are alive? Soaz looking for what did. Reckless, no flash available. He crits down. That's another kill, but it's at the cost of Caps' life. 80 carries are still alive, Thaddeus.
And Betsy, he gets away.
I'm just so used to saying it. All split long. The root again catches out what did. He's got no flash, remember. The fourth and final shot comes down. Caps has closed the wall. Here comes Soaz. He's looking for Hjarnan. Dark Binding catches down at the Pridestalker. Betsy's being chunked down by the threaded volley. He's sidestepping and running for his life.
Oh.
Redemption won't kill him, won't even catch him. Fnatic find one. It's on to Wadid, 35 seconds. Hjarnan's in trouble. He's got no flash. Hjarnan is down.
Fnatic find the pick that they need. They still have 5 members alive. Faxi wasn't even in the fight, and now Roccat, they are running out of options to stay alive in this series.
3 versus 5. Fnatic take down the inhibitor. 45 seconds before Hjarnan is respawned. Fnatic, they're pushing in for the final fight, that is.
Fnatic, 5 members strong. I don't know if Roccat can answer. They're gonna try.
All right, Cataclysm comes down. Dark Binding prevents any further follow-up. Wallop comes down from Soaz, and the target is Faxi. He's gnawed into his own dead inhibitor. What did has spawned, but his death sentence goes wide. Turn this around, but it would need to start now. 45 minutes in. Redemption's being thrown down into the base. What did finds a death sentence. Hjarnan is going to look for Soaz. He avoids the gnaw. He's pounding away, but that's a good barrel. Hjarnan stays alive. So is Reckless. Stun catches 2. Brox has run for his life. Here comes Faxi. He dunks down on to Reckless, the Cataclysm, but Reckless flashes for his life. Baron even gets an auto in there.
But Roccat, they're somehow winning this fight. Hjarnan, he doesn't have any mana, but if they get the kill onto Soaz, they could get so much from this.
They've taken down Soaz, 63-second death timer. How?
Slayers as they take down the Baron, and they are still in this game against Fnatic.
This is ridiculous.
No, it's not. Look at Caps. He decided to go for the inhibitor in bot, but there are 5 members of Roccat in the top lane. They could just force a fight right now, and they're guaranteed to win. They have a minion wave. Are they going to gamble? Are they going to try and end?
Oh, looks to be the case. That's a stun onto Soaz. He's able to get out of it just in time to hop to safety. Baron empowered minions now going to start dealing with the Fnatic supers in 2 lanes. Roccat fancy their chances. Death sentence finds nobody, and look at the CC. What did is down. Here comes Soaz. Nods against the wall. Follow Hjarnan on the left. He's melting Soaz's HP. By Arcane Barrage starting to slowly time out. Heal is available, and that's Soaz down. Now Pride Stalker's the next target. They've traded 1 for 1. Hjarnan forced to use the Mercurial Scimitar, and Reckless gets another. Pride Stalker and Faxi's GA. Weaver's wall comes out. Look at the seismic shove, as well as the minefield. That's gonna pop backwards. Hjarnan's in trouble. Dark Binding finds him. A deadly flourish for Reckless. Betsy's now the target. He gets taken down by Caps, and this feels like game.
It certainly does, Quick Shot. Fnatic, they find an exquisite fight in their own base, keeping the series in their favor. They shut down Roccat, and now there is nothing standing in their way to get themselves the 2-0.
Fnatic are pouring down the middle lane. 10 seconds for Wadid to respawn. The players are already celebrating as Nexus turret number 1 falls. Nexus turret number 2 falls. The Nexus of the Kingslayers Roccat is being crushed. Crushed is a strong word. Broxer, come on, bro, you can take it down. The rest of Fnatic are hunting Wadid. The Winians are pouring through. And after a delayed finish, Fnatic exact their revenge on Roccat.